lovelies, and welcome back to the channel. You guys, it has been a hot minute and this is probably my first sit down video in a very long while. But anyway, you guys, back to the intro. If you are new here, you are more than welcome. To click on that subscribe button. Don't forget to join the family, subscribe, and be a part of our lovely community. Here I have Nonish. If the OGs already know that we share quality premium content, and it ranges from a wide range of topics. So if you like spontaneity, do click on the subscribe button, join us, and there will be no dull moment, I can assure you. But anyway, today you did not read the title wrong. You did not read. I am not one to use clickbait. I've said this over and over again. I will give you context so you guys are not in the dark. 2023 was full of so many challenges and surprises and growths and learning curves. I was humbled, I was surprised, I was dazed, I was happy. I had an emotional roller coaster in 2023, and I'm grateful for the experience because it has toughened me up, it has strengthened me, it has boosted my faith and my commitment to God, to this community, to the work that I do, to my creativity as a person. And I would say that going forward, it is something that I want to take a little more seriously because for those who have been following me since 2019 when I started out YouTube, you guys will know that my content or my niche has changed more times than I can count. I believe that if I'm not mistaken, it might have changed up to about 6 or 7 times now, and that is because I am not a headless chicken. So I take directions from what I feel in my spirit is what I should be doing at a particular time, and once I feel like I have lost my peace with what I'm doing, I abandon everything and I go back on my knees. When I have clarity, I resume content in the direction where I have peace. So that's what has been happening. My content or my niche is not changing as of yet, but this video is just to address some of the mistakes that I've made in 2023, and hopefully this might be able to help 1 or 2 people who might be struggling with the same things. This started in the last quarter of 2023. I had one striking, humbling experience with a particular brand, name withheld. They are not a startup. I won't say they are a startup because they have been around for a while, and I would rate them in my top 4 or 5 brands that paid very well for 2023. Now, it all started in the last quarter of 2023. Like I said, they reached out and they wanted to collaborate. So there was a creative process to all of that. So there were different red tapes that had to be approved. All of that is standard and it's not new to me, as I have done this in the past. Where I made the mistake was usually when I contact a brand or when a brand contacts me, I usually check myself, and once there is no peace, I politely decline and just let that collaboration go. Sometimes when I see a particular brand or a brand reaches out and I check their content, or I feel like in my spirit I'm restless, I politely decline, or I do not even reach out in the first place. So when this brand contacted me, the amount that was discussed was the only thing that I had my eyes on, because at that particular time I needed money and I really just wanted to get the collaboration over and done with because I just wanted the money. It was towards the end of the year and I don't think I need to explain that I needed money for the upteenth time. But anyway, you guys, where things started to go downhill was when it was time to be paid, and even though eventually I was fully paid, I still saw premium shige to the point where I was stressed mentally. It was by far the most stressful and physically, emotionally, psychologically draining It was a very horrible experience, and it took me back. It took me back to, you know, what I should have done in the first place. And it was a bitter lesson for me, because at the end of the day, it really wasn't worth the money. If I were to do it all over again, I would have checked my spirit. I would have gone through all of my processes before I went ahead with it. And the painful part of it was this particular collaboration. It was where I started to notice a decline in my views and in my retention. And when this started, it was really, really painful. For those who are into content creation, you probably will relate with what I'm talking about, because for you to put in the amount of energy and, you know, dedication to your content and you're not seeing the views. This started towards the beginning of the last quarter of the year, and it lasted up until December. And for those of you who have been following throughout Vlogmas, I still have videos that are 500 views, 600 views. With my subscriber count, it is really not commensurate. And I know that in time past, especially since we moved out here to the village, I have been getting a lot of traction and my views went up a lot. So I had to rebuild. I had to go back to the drawing board. I literally had to go back, crying to God, begging God, you know, to have mercy upon me and forgive my foolishness, because it really was. And it just goes to show that we are very limited. We are very small in the way we think. God's way is always the best. And no matter what, every time we go off track, He is always where we went off track. And you have to come back there for you to continue on that journey. And this was something that I had to painstakingly learn. And until I learned it, I couldn't move forward. I was stuck creatively. Even though I was still churning out content on a daily basis, I was struggling mentally, and some of you probably saw some of that in my Vlogmas. But until I went back and chose to do the right thing, in spite and despite the views, in spite and despite what I was going to be letting go of or foregoing in terms of the revenue, because I believe at this point, if you are a content creator here on YouTube, you are not just relying on your AdSense, because that money is really it's not enough. And from that point on, when I reconnected back and I started doing the right things that I should have done, to check my spirit, to check what the brand was about, if our views aligned, and if all of that was, you know, in line with what God was saying to me, that was when I started to heal. And it took me going through that painful experience to be able to understand and learn. Now, 2023 ended on a positive note. I haven't shared this before, but one of the reasons why I was determined to see Vlogmas through was to encourage myself, because I was really getting to the point where I didn't want to put as much effort or energy into it, because the views were really not commensurate. But it was a learning curve for me, and I wanted that daily reminder to continually trust in God. But all in all, the lessons were learned, and 2023 really ended on a positive note. I would say that I was better off at the end of the year. I was putting out videos every single day for 25 days in December, and my viewer retention was shocking. As a matter of fact, my CPM also went up. I'm talking YouTube jargons now, but my retention grew a lot. I was putting out about 8-minute, 12-minute videos, and you guys were watching more than half of it. My CPM went up, and even though the views were not as much as what I wanted it to be, you guys were still, you were engaged. And that was the turning point for me. That was what sealed the deal for me. What I've learned is that the truth always prevails, and God is never wrong. He's never late. So when He says something to me and I stick with it, there is always going to be results. It may not be how I want it to be. It may not be when I want it to be. It may not be the way I want it to be. But God is never wrong. He has shown up for me more times than I can count, in many ways, many situations. And even though as a human being, I still do wrong, God is always merciful. His mercy is always prevailing. He encouraged me to always stick to the truth and always do what is right. Now, my content might not be for the audience that I currently have right now, but I believe that if I stay true to what I'm doing, 2024 onwards, I know I'm going to see results. I know my audience are going to come. I know God is going to bring people who are praying for me. I mean, I had people praying for me in my DMs on Instagram, in my comment section here on YouTube, and that's what I want. That is the community that I want. I wanted that from the get-go, but I was looking at the views like Peter. My eyes were on what I could see. I couldn't see all of the things that were going on in the background. As a matter of fact, I did not even notice my viewer retention until God actually pointed it out to me. The Holy Spirit just said, "You're complaining about your views. Have you seen your viewer retention?" And that was when I went to go and check it. I'm like, people are actually watching a lot more. And then I went to check my CPM because I just went into a deep dive into my analytics on YouTube, and I could see that even though my views were not what I wanted it to be, on the back end, I wasn't doing badly. And I was more encouraged than any other thing because this is what I always prayed for. And going forward, I know that I can only get better. The lessons that I've learned, I'm going to take those lessons and go ahead with them. Going forward in 2024, there are some things that I will not be doing. I will not be working with any brands that will stress me. I have the Holy Spirit. He knows all things. He has gone ahead. He has seen that this person will stress my life. This person will choke me. Let them stay. And that's exactly what is going to happen. Because personally, I'm not going to be stressed. Personally, 2024 is my year of chill. I have a lot of things that I have in the works. You'll get to know about them as the year progresses. But going forward, I would say that I will not be stressed. Hi lovelies, and welcome to the segment of the video. This segment has been sponsored by what? By SHEIN. They have sent me these two braided wigs. They sent me this one. This is the Goddess. What can I tell you about this hair? This hair is giving body. Look at it. Are you guys seeing? It's really long. It's really beautiful. I really love the hair. This is the Goddess Knotless. This is the triangle pattern. What can I tell you about this? This hair is just giving life. Look at it. You guys, this is from their synthetic collection. These wigs are going to last. This one in particular, all you need is just to spray it with some water and mousse. Use your hand to just detangle it, and you're ready to go. The hair is really nice and it's light. It's not heavy. This is the second one. This is how long it is. Look at the ends. They're not going to unravel. Very lush. Look at the pattern. Very realistic. It even came with baby hairs. The hair, look at it on the other side. So it comes with this grip. The same thing with this one as well. So this grip lines just so that your wigs are very secure. You can also adjust the strap. It comes with combs. You have one on each side on the top, and you also have one at the back. This hair is really lovely, very light, very wavy. The braiding is so neat. I really love it. I honestly really love it. And you guys, it's not like it's only in the front of, it's everywhere. Like it's a full closure wig. This one I'm wearing is also the same. The link to this hair will be in the description box. You can also partake of some amazing discounts when you use my code as displayed on your screen. It will also be linked in the description box. You guys, go and shop hair. Fully glueless. You can choose to glue it on if you want extra security.
You're the one I want to hold before my liver starts to fail. You're the one I need, oh, before cause I will start to hate. If I ever leave, oh, make what I got in me to go far away, far away. Say I am looking for a sister, show my lover. She get the dollar, she did with the sun. Say I am looking for a sister, show my lover. She get the dollar.
But anyway, you guys, that is just my rant. Just to put this video out there, just to see who it might impact. God is always speaking. He is always there. He is never late. I will tell you that for free. He is never late, and he loves us. He does. He really does love us. He's working. He is always working. Thank you to everyone who has stuck with me all through this time. Going forward, 2024 will be a very productive year for all of us. And yeah, that's it. I don't know how I'm going to end this video, but I know I'm going to stop talking at some point. But you guys, thank you so much to every single one who has left me encouraging comments, who has been vulnerable with me through this journey. Thank you to everyone who has stuck with me up until now. My heart blesses you. God will honor you as well, and he will always show up for you. Thank you to everyone who has watched up until this point. Please do want to give this video a huge thumbs up, send it to someone so that they might also be encouraged. And yes, I will see you guys in the next one. Remember to like, share, subscribe, do all of that good stuff. Don't forget to patronize our sponsor of the day. Okay? And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.